Welcome back to another video then. Today I'm taking the bike just for a little bit of a wander up to the garage to check it over. Obviously there's been a bit of oil coming out of the seals on the forks. There's a bit of rattling coming from down below. I'm not sure if that's the sump guard or not, but it did look a bit dodgy when I checked it over earlier. Just a quick glance. But then I'm going to use the time just to have a bit of a nose. Just generally check the condition of the bike to make sure there's nothing damaged that is not obvious. And obviously make sure there's no leaks from the engine, from where it potentially hit stones or stones have shot up, that kind of thing. So yeah, we're going to get into it, and then I'm going to be spending my hard-earned cash on the things that I need to be replaced.
Right then, so first up is this little hockey puck that was drilled in. The two screws in there have worked their way out, so it's quite an easy fix. But to be fair, I don't like this hockey puck because when the stand goes back, it doesn't make it sit well when the center stands down. Sorry, the center stands up, so I'm gonna get rid of that and get something a bit fatter.
And with the side stand checked over, I made my way onto the sump guard to have a look what was going on with that, because it was quite rattly, and as you can see there, it's moving quite freely.
So this is what the bottom of the sump guard looks like then. That was the only screw that was hanging on. So I'm going to take this one off, this one, and this one if I can. See what they bring, but I need to try and figure out how to reattach this sump guard back onto the bike. But man, it's had a slam in, fair play. So yeah, you live and learn, don't you?
And taking the remaining bolts off wasn't too much of an issue, to be fair, but it did leave me scratching my head as to what on earth they are, because you'll see in a bit.
So that looks like bit of a weird design, a rubber bung with a screw attached. You can tell it was made for light work. Man. Fair play, it's done its work. You can see there's dents there and there. There's a hole in that as well, so this front end's been taking a bit of a pounding from when I beached it. Either that or it was when I hit some rocks going through some deep water. I don't quite know, but it just shows that it's doing its job. It's just a shame that these aren't a lot better than what they are. So looking under the sump guard, then we've got an attachment there, an attachment there. They are rubber, and that is what that's basically attached to. Then there was a screw at the front there, which I took off, and you got this one there. It seems that is what it should look like, but they seem to have broken off. So, bit of a comparison. Don't quite know what I'm going to do with that, but I'm going to get in the manual to see if there's anything that can be done. And if I can, I'll just get some new ones.
If not, I'll figure out another way of sticking a sump guard on this, because it does need one because of this. So, oh yeah, and that screw there as well, the sump plug. As you can see, there's some random wires here. They look like they've had better days. Looks like the covering is covered off them. That's the side stand switch. It's not too bad, but worth looking into. So a bit of work to be done there just to see what this wire is, what it's for, and then make it a bit better.
So the next thing that's the issue then is the fork seals. You can see the fork has got oil on it. All this has got oil on it. I mean, my jacket smelled of oil as well, so it's obviously been coming up at quite a force to get onto your jacket. So that left hand fork leg's got a lot of oil going up it as well. The seal isn't coated like the one on the right hand side, but still it's not a good thing to have going up. So the both legs are going to be dealt with and they'll be good to go for another day. But I think that kind of off-roading for this bike is a no-no really, and yeah, it just makes me think about future bikes, to be fair. So I've got a couple of things to get on with now then. I've got the suspension to rebuild, I've got the sump to like refit somehow, and I've got the electrics to chase and see what's going on with those. Any sensors, switches, all that kind of stuff. Make sure they're all good, and obviously the wires, make sure there's no cracks, although they're not shorting in any way, shape or form. So yeah, plenty to get on with. I've got this thing to get on with as well, so then when I start riding this, it takes the heat off the BMW, and then we stop smashing some guards up and breaking oil seals. So I'm going to call this video an end. Thanks very much. I will see you in the next one.